know what happened. I saw a glitch happen on my back end, but I thought it reconnected. But obviously on Facebook, it got disconnected. So I don't know what the last thing Facebook heard. Oh, let me record. Okay, let me record that. Whew. My God. So I'm gonna run that back a little bit, about 5 minutes. But okay. Let me see. Okay, Facebook and Twitch, we are back. From doing that. Okay. So grandma gave you gas money. You hungry and you trying to scrape up $5.75 for a biggie bag at Wendy's. In that way. Cool. So all in total from all the quotes, just to run your day. So let's not put in the negative. Let's just add the numbers up to be adding the numbers up. You got 150 plus gas plus $5.75 biggie bag at Wendy's. You at $185 just to run your day. Oh, and then how many hours? 2 hours. So you got to stand on your feet for 2 hours, and you got to press that button. So that's your hourly rate that you're charging to. So I guess we could throw the 75 in there, right? Plus the 75. So your total cost a day is $260.75 to run your business for the day. But you didn't charge your client this. You charge your client $75. So now we did the shoot. We done got our $5 biggie bag from Wendy's. We done ate. We came back home. Oh wait, no, you didn't. You didn't do the shoot. You didn't do the shoot. You wanna know why? You didn't have no money to pay for an SD card. You didn't have no money to pay for an SD card to record the images in this $10,000 camera. Now, if they say you're a $10,000 camera, I know SD card, let you know that you need SD card. Somebody need their behind beat, stomped out. You don't have an SD card. You don't have an SD card. Your client is pissed because she done spent $200 on her makeup, another $500 on her outfit, and you ain't got an SD card? SD card costs about, depends on where you go, if you catch it on the sale or not, a good $30. Then it depends on the type of SD card you get, but a quick one from a good local Target or Walmart gonna cost you about $15 for saying this. 32 gigabytes. I don't even purchase the 8 gigabyte SanDisk card no more. I don't know why. They still make those. But 16 gigabyte, $15, $30, something like that. Cool. But did you charge your client enough to include a last minute purchase like an SD card? Because you're going to leave an SD card at the house, leaving out the house. We forever leaving that SD card. And that'd be the main thing we need to take the pictures and bring it back to the computer. Now you got to call up another homie to spot you $20 to get an SD card. Now let's add that to the pocket for the day. Again, total run cost to run your business $280.75. You done robbed Peter to pay Paul 4 times over just to run this business because you just want to charge $75 because you want to be nice. Remember, your lights and electricity still off at the house too, by the way. Your light bill with disconnection notice is now $300. Did you even make a profit? We didn't even talk about the profit to use the camera that you got. To step out your front doors, did you even make a return on your investment, ROI? I'll wait. I actually want y'all to answer this question. Did you make a return on your profit? On your investment? Remember, because you got to pay your homie back that you borrowed the $150 from. You got to pay grandma back for the $30 and whatnot. Gas. Did you make a profit? Did you return a profit? No. No. You did some free work. You did some free portfolio work. Now, I want y'all to get out your feelings a little bit because business ain't got your feelings. Yes, you're going to hurt, you're going to cry, you're going to labor over this photography business. Yes. But when it comes to the black and white, taxes, LLC, all of that, they do not care about your business. They're going to say, why are you not returning a profit? So now, we have that part understood on why we try to tell y'all, the new photographers, stop charging $75 to do that. Oh, wait. Run it back. Park. That's me trying to park the car right before we come out the driveway. You did the shoot. You got the SD card and everything. Somehow, some way, God sent them. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Grandpa. But they said you got to pay us back. So now you got a $75 internet bill. Let's add that for today. That's another $75. And then another $125 for your lights. Your now total run cost for the day of your business, $480.75. Now, you got a computer or laptop. No offense, Sean, because I know Sean watching. You got a Google Chrome laptop. It only has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it probably only have 500 gigabytes of space on there. Cool. And you need an editing software program. And you like, you know what? I'm just going to use Lightroom. You finna go on Adobe.com. Hey, to use this program, it's going to cost you $30 a month. We in the negative $480. Now you need $30 to run your Adobe program. Actually, $60. It's actually $60 because I know that price back. I pay that every month. $60. We're going to add that to the bill. Now, did y'all $75 pay for none of this? Any of this? Did y'all $75 pay for any of this? For today. Not the future. Not that. Now, your $75 probably could pay for your Adobe program, but no. You need a gas. I don't know if y'all can hear me on that. But you need a gas, though. And you need some food. So probably. Now, Adobe might give you a 30-day trial, something like that. Cool. Well, we finna sit here for hours. These are the unseen hours that clients don't see. You now, you got the pictures. You got your free trial of Adobe and whatnot. How you gonna send her the pictures? And you better not say no Google Drive. You just want all your privacy stuff to be hacked. You want all your personal business to be out there then as a professional. You're a professional, right? You better not say no Google Drive. Google Drive can still be hacked, and they can still have access to your overall Google Drive and stuff like that if you send that link over. And they can steal the extra pictures that they weren't supposed to take. So what you got to pay for? A platform service to securely send the photos over that is now $30 a month. Let's add that to the bill. And now somebody's like, God damn, we have $575 to run your business. Yep. $575 to run your business for the day. For the day. And mind you, I'm being cheap. I'm doing the low prices. Low, right? Okay. Remember, we have not started editing yet. We have not started editing yet, y'all. Now, I'm sorry this is a slow burn because I'm walking y'all through this on purpose so you can actually grasp the detail to run your business for the day as a photographer. And so when you do have a client that's trying to press you for being too much, you now know, oh, Brianna walked me through this step by step to run this business, and I ain't trying to be in the red like that. We have not even edited. We just doing the coloring part. So it take you 2 hours to edit the photos, the good and the bad and the ugly, right? And you send that off. She talking about, and you took over 500 images. You did not sit here and do editing yet. I want all 500. No. She didn't say that. You promised her you get all the raws, all the edits to the photo shoot. And now that part alone, you just lost $1,000. You just lost that. I can't believe I ever did that myself. Yes, I did it. You didn't gave your client 500 photos raw and edited. Do you know how long it takes to edit 500 portrait pictures? Portraits, not wedding photography, not event photography. 500 portrait of this lady going cheese, bow, pow, ha, ha, da 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 ba 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 da. You at this computer, on this slow computer, by the way. You are editing 500 images, raw and unraw, for 6 hours. And you charge this lady $75 for 6 hours of work. Wait, that's the unseen hour. You forgot you were standing on your feet for 2 hours, and you have to travel 40 minutes to get to said client and 45 minutes back on $10 tank of gas. Hello? Anybody there? Oh, y'all waking up. Y'all better be waking up now. Y'all better be waking up now. Like, oh, wait. Y'all better be clutching your pearls at this point. You promised her 500 images edited and raw. You gave away about $1,200 worth of money by doing that. You hear me to all the new photographers out there or that's curious to join the photography business. You never hear me in the crack of my ass. You never give away your raws. No! That's like giving away your social security number for free. You never give away your raws. No. Why not? That is a representation of your work. Right? And so, I want to edit it myself, and I want to do it myself. She still, or he gonna say, you took them pictures. They could come back and say, you took the pictures, and them pictures is nothing what you have sent off or edited or took in studio. That is your free publicity, whatever the case may be. And they did some type of doodle butter, Facetune, edit, and filter to them pictures. And everybody looking at you like, that's your work? You did that? Oh, I know not to go to you. I keep my $75. That's how we coming? You need that? You want that? I'm cool. You never give out them bras. Okay? That's your Bible. That's secret sauce that you got. You never get that out. You never give out your bras. They coming to you. Your clients are coming to you for a fine dining experience. You don't give your customers raw steak. Say, bon appetit on raw steak, and they about to get mad cow disease from eating this raw steak. I'm quiet for a reason. Okay, so now we had to do the slow burning and wake y'all up a little bit. Like, this is how you run your business and stuff like that, right? I hope this is making sense, and I hope this is like waking folks up. This is why you don't charge $85. Cool. So you got 6 hours of work that you have done, and you look like I did all the work. Somebody was at my door. You looking at your bank account, you still in a negative $575. You in a negative. You in a negative. You're in a negative still. Now, okay, Bree. Clearly, we don't need to charge $75 photo shoot as a beginner. And remember, you got this $10,000 camera that you still got to get your money back on. and break even the equipment investment part anyway. So now, brand new photographer, and you don't want to charge $75. You have to ask yourself, what is the problem that I solve as a photographer? It's not just. It's more than just taking pictures. Oh, I just take pictures. Why? You take pictures. Joe Smo down the street take pictures. Shorty do walk behind around the block take pictures and everything. Why do I need to come to you, and why do I need to pay a better price? It's the experience of it all. You answer somebody's problem of giving them the best experience when they take photos. Period. Periante. Okay? I'm going to break down one of my prices. So, now, I find it funny that I'm actually like $75 short of what I actually charge for my business. Okay, so you're a photographer. You've been doing this for a couple of while now, and this is why you need to charge what you charge. If you are, let's say, a beginner, I feel like if you just got a camera in your hand, you should not be worried about running no business. You need to be practicing and learn how to that camera first. Say you've been shooting for about 2-3 years now, you're ready to run the business, right? These are the cost of services, cost of goods. This is your COGS to run said business, right? We call it COGS, cost of goods and services. Okay, to run said business, you're going to need the following things. You are going to need an editing software. So that's either your Adobe or your Capture One. Capture One annually, and these are all annual prices that I'm giving out. Right? No, actually, let's do monthly so y'all can break it down every time you come out that door. Cool. So Adobe charges you $60 a month because you gotta edit. You gotta edit your pictures. You need a fresh SD card. That's about $30 every 3 weeks. So this is just when you firstly go into the store. Like you just got a bag full of money, and you're like, okay, how do I run this business? Cool. SD card, $30. You need gas for your car, $60 full tank. You need internet, $75 a month. What else you need? You already got your camera. You need a computer. Your computer will whipped out. You need a brand new computer because these mirrorless cameras are producing higher size images. So now you need a camera. Body. The camera body alone, $2,000. The lens to go on said camera body, $500. And that is ain't no 2475, it's $500. If you in Best Buy, you get one of those little cheap things, $680. Yep. You get in the kit lens that's getting with it. I think the kit lens is a $1875. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong with that numbers, but that's at $800, right? This is to run the business. Hey, Fran, good morning. That's $800. We didn't shoot yet. This is what you need. This is to run the business with the buy. So you got your camera body, you got your camera lens, you got your internet, you got your gas for your car, you got your SD card, and then you got your software. Oh, your computer. Oh, I want a MacBook. Because everybody else got a MacBook. Okay, boom. $2,500. And it better be a MacBook Pro, and you better have enough RAM and space on that MacBook to process said programs. So now we are at, because you got to also, the equipment that you're buying, you got to now depreciate that monthly. When you do your finances and everything, you got to depreciate your equipment. So you got 25 plus 800 plus another 2,000 plus 75 plus 60 plus 30 plus 60. You at $3,725. Right? This is just for the month. What else you need to run this business? So when I wake up in the morning, oh, your website. So you on Squarespace. That is now $50 a month. We're gonna add that. Your domain name, because you gotta pay for your domain name. If you go through GoDaddy, that's another $27 a month. You gotta have a website for people to come. That's that. No, Squarespace come with hosting, so you have to worry about hosting. Oh, and then you need because Squarespace don't have this yet. Hey, Squarespace, please hurry up with this part. You need a gallery site to send off your photos to your client, and that's $50 a month. I use ZenoCloud. So my ZenoCloud services call me $50 a month. And these are my actual real numbers that I know. Plus 50. So to run my business a month, it cost me $3,825. Okay. And I say this is your cost of operations. These are monthly charges. Now, outside of the camera bodies and the lens, we bought that. That's a one-time purchase. We ain't got to buy that again. If you buy a camera every month, then something wrong. You smoking on something that you don't need to be smoking on no more. Go to AA. So we're going to minus $2,500 for the computer, and then no, I ain't do that right. Hold up. $2,500 for the computer plus $2,000. Yeah, I didn't add that camera. Plus $800 plus 50 plus 27 plus another 50 plus 75. Oh snap! Wait. Let me go down in order because I'm jumping around. All right. 60 plus 30 plus another 60 plus another 75 plus 2,000. Y'all can't see my calculator on the end, but y'all got it. Plus 800 plus another 25 for the iMac plus 50 plus 25 plus 50. We have 5,000. Sorry. 56.52. Now we take out the equipment. That's only. You might need some lights to do an on location photo shoot. I want the West Coast FJ400s, and I want two of them. $1,300. You're now at 69.52. You like some lights cost that much? Yep. I need some modifications, some umbrellas and stuff, and some soft boxes to go on top of that. That's another $500. But you only charging your clients $75 to run said business like this. Oh, okay. Now that's minus the equipment that we back with. Those are one-time things. So minus 500, minus 1,300, minus 2,500, minus another 2,000, minus 8. We are now back at 532 to run the business. Now, Bree, how does this help me understand to run the business? Okay, now we at that part. You bought everything, you got everything to run. So now you got to do this for July. The only thing is for July you don't have to do again is purchase equipment, unless you just want another lens or something like that. That's on you. But however, how you gonna get that lens if you are charging everybody for $75? Okay, so to run the business, you got your COS. You know you need Adobe to add to your stuff. You know you need your internet. So internet and gas money is 60 plus 60 plus 75. Out the gate, you know you need $200 just to do those things. Then you got your monthly services for your website plus 50. Plus your domain name if you do it monthly. Okay, right, your website. So your baseline for the month to run your business is $272. You need to be charging your client double that. Because half of that is to run what? Your business, your operation, your software, your Adobe programs. Put gas in your car to travel. Even we didn't even put food in there yet. We didn't put grocery bill in there yet. Because everybody eat differently, right? But this is just a standard. So now we got to times that by 2. $544 is what you need to be charging anybody about to come about your house, to turn on your computer, to use your electricity. To run these programs, to turn on these programs, to edit these programs, to communicate by email with the department, it costs you $544 a month. Okay, so that's your goal. You know you need to meet, because when I say you double that, because you at least want half of that in your pocket to take your bills, and you want at least half of that just to go outside and enjoy life. You do got to enjoy life. You do have to enjoy life some way, somehow. You do. So your goal is now $544. We're just gonna even out $550. So now you charge your client $550, and they be like, okay, what comes with that? We didn't even add the studio rentals in there. It comes with you. $500 might come with an hour of shooting. It depends on where you shoot. You might shoot in your house, her house, or you got to rent a studio, so you might be up or down. And then the editing. Well, how many photos do I give her? 10. You give them no more than 10 photos. 10 is a lot for some people. Some people only give you 5. But you're not going to give her the full gallery. You're not going to give her the full SD card. Because time is money and money is time. You got to go get your kids from school if you got them. You got to go take grandma to her doctor's appointment if you got to. You ain't got time you don't have 6 hours to edit all day long. You don't. Give her 10. Good 10 shots. Hey, pick this 10. And if you do a good job and she want more than 10, you charge her $25 per image. Oh, why would I do that? Time is money and money is time. She pays you for the services. You did that, and she already paid you for the already 10 that's included. So now she's going outside the package to make you work for more. $25 per image. This is called an add-on. Because say she's like, okay, you know what? Cool. Out of the 10, she wants 5 more. So 25 times 5, extra 125. That 125 is now you up by 125, and that 125 could go to, oh snap, I have an emergency or something broke in my house, and I got that extra 125 to cover said expenses. Okay, or you want to go put that towards a new lens you want to buy. Cool, time is money. Time is money. Time is money. Money is time. That's what you do. So to run your business, think about everything that you got to pay for. You add that up. Then you double it. And I know some people are like, oh, well, what's all come with the packages and stuff like that? You look, the max you could get is 10 images. You're going to get 10 images out of me. You're probably going to get 2 hours of me standing on my feet to take your pictures and everything on location at your house or whatever the case may be. You get an online gallery so you can view your photos and share and be digital. Now, print, now this is another add-on you could do. Oh, but I want these printed out. Okay, cool. I have a print company that's going to do the high-quality prints. This ain't no Walgreens type of prints. Do not do no Walgreens type of prints. You want to sell them, upcharge them on doing high-quality prints. This is how you run your business. So that's why I also say I use Zeno for my prints and stuff like that, because they can push that out, and Zeno will be like, okay, we already got her quality images, or they're going to call me like, hey, send a high-res version to print this out. Cool. They could pay for it all they want to. Zeno does all the printing. It's professional quality work. And I said, okay, to print it out, it's an extra $200. So far with extra edits and prints, I am now up $325 on top of the $550 that I made. Right? Not really $550 because half of the $550 is going to bills to run said business. So basically, I really am up $325. Wait, what's 550 divided by 2 again? 550 divided by 2. 275 plus 325. $600. So now I'm positive $600 from running said business. And guess what? Your bills for next month is now paid up. And that's how you run your business. Because at the end of the day, your bills got to get paid. And charging everybody $75 an hour, not hour, a shoot. Charging everybody $75 a session is barely going to cover one bill. Barely. Barely. And I mean barely gonna cover that. Barely gonna cover that. Did that make sense? I know that was slow, long, drawn out in a way. And I hope that helps somebody make some sense on why photographers charge y'all $500 to run a business. As photographers, hey Melanie, we don't even see the full 500. We barely see the full 500. Because 9 times out of 10, we ask you for a deposit or retainer. We asking for a retainer just to make sure we can lock in our bills for the month. Or we can come out, show up, or we could pay for that photography studio that you want so much. Now, if we get into you owning a photography studio, not actually have, the price has to go up. Photography studio rent is $3,000 a month now. If you want a decent sized studio, $3,000 a month. And you want to pay me $75? And I got to I got to make sure that I got $3,000 on hand to pay my landlord for photography studio. We ain't gonna talk about the Gucci no more, because people gonna pay what they pay for with their wardrobe, right? But whatever. But no. Right, Melody? You want me to take pictures of you in this brand new Gucci fit that you pay $8,000 for, but you want to pay me $75. And you think it's all just clicking a button. No, I also have training on the side that I have to pay for. I have to spend 2 hours for my workday that I have to invest in, right? You're not investing in that, really. I now have to go pay almost $2,000 in photography education to produce these photos that you want in this brand new Gucci suit that you got on with the lemon pepper steppers on. And you only want to pay me $75. My landlord about to kick me out. My photography equipment about to be all on the ground. And everybody want to be mad at me like, why did I run my business the right way? Y'all was mad at me because I was charging y'all $600. So again, we got a photography studio at $3,000, and you might be like, well, how many clients I'm gonna need for the month does it even make $3,000? Okay, hold on. We got $3,000 divided by 600. You're gonna need 5 clients. 5 clients. But you only pay your studio rent. You didn't pay the lights to run that studio. Remember, I was just telling y'all woke up this morning, your lights is off. You didn't pay your light bill that run that studio. You didn't pay your water bill. That's if you have water running in your studio. You didn't pay your internet bill for said business. Because you got your household internet at home, and then you got your internet bill at your studio. That's 2 bills. Office supplies they got to go into that photography studio, everything. So now you got to double that number. So actually, you need 10 clients to run your business. Right. CRS system. Melody said you got your CRS system. You got your studio insurance. You got to have business insurance. Because somebody slip and fall on your business, stuff like that, they're going to try to sue you. That's why I told all my students, make sure you have an LLC. They can't sue you directly because they sue you directly, baby, they finna own that studio and some. That LLC is a house. Baby, we are David Ruffin. It's a house that protects your business assets. We talked about too, Melody, about the memory cards. We talked about that. So now you got to make 600 times 10. And I think that's $6,000 in my head. So to run a business with a studio, you got to produce $6,000 a month. You got to double it. Now, say you don't have a studio, but you still got to pay your rent in the house and your rent, right? Or your mortgage, right? $1,800. That's just your mortgage beginning. Your bills, your light bill, gas bill, water bill, any other bill to run your household, all that stuff, is on top of the $1,800 for your mortgage. On your mortgage. So to even break even every month to run your photography business, this is what you got to do. Quarter. I still got to form that stuff, and that come at a tax. That come at a tax. Oh, hold on. Are we good on TikTok? I think I just saw my thing stop working. Like I'm froze on Facebook. We good on TikTok? Can y'all still hear me? Cause I see it red. Yeah, hold on. Okay, we green. Hold on 1 second.
All right, y'all, we're good. I see my video lagging a little bit. There's probably some stuff going on. All right. So as I was stating, right? This is just what the cost is to run the business. This is what it is to run the business, y'all. So again, your local photographer, that's your homie, your best friend, your homie, all that. We ain't trying to rob you just to be robbing you. I got bills to pay. I got Uncle Sam to pay. I got taxes to pay. Gas in the car to pay. That's just the industry standards run the business. At least. So you're like, oh, I'm a brand new photographer and I need to know how much I need to charge for my services. At least $500. I'm gonna say it. A lot of people, it depends, it depends. No, 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 no. We gonna stop being scared about this price and stuff. You need to at least charge me at least $500. At least $500. At least $500 to run your photography business. I don't care if you is roommating with somebody and you be like, well, my bills ain't $500. You need to be charging $500 because you always got to think about the cost to run said business. At least half of that $500 you can now save. Because there are going to be new equipment upgrades you're going to want to do. Lenses you have to buy more SD cards. You're going to have to buy an off-camera flash. You're going to have to buy some type of piece of equipment. You're going to have to pay for your insurance and stuff like that. You need to be charged at least $500 minimum for your business as a photographer. This is a luxury. Being a photographer is a luxury service. It's a luxury service. Also, it also lets you know who your target audience is gonna pay that $500 or not. And don't feel bad like, well, they not gonna pay that $500. Maybe I had people pay $500 off the gate, off cash money. If God calls you to be a photographer and run his business, God gonna send the ram in the bush. He gonna provide. Oh, trust me, he gonna provide. He's gonna provide in ways that you didn't know he provided. But if you've been studying your craft about 1 or 2 years before you started the business side of it all, start charging $500 at the gate. If you know all your household bills is about $300, you always gotta double that. Double. Hey Lizzie, double your household bills, and you charge from there. I know the economy is shaky and all that other stuff, but if you really trust in God, you really serving a God and everything, God got your back. God got your back. And if they say, well, oh, I'm gonna find somebody cheaper, cool, cool. I am not the photographer for you, love. I am not the photographer for you. And also, look. I'm gonna say this. Hold on, let me scratch my hair. I say this respectfully, but I'm also gonna side with my business owners and everything, right? Woe unto you that always want stuff for free. Woe unto you. I rebuke you in the mighty name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the mighty name of Jesus because you're being manipulative as a consumer, so you want to get stuff for free. That's a poverty mindset that needs to be broken off of you. Do not lower your standards, and I had to learn this the hard way. Do not lower your standard or your price because you just need money that bad. Uncle Sam is not gonna care that you did not have no clients for the month of August. They're not gonna care. You are still responsible for that LLC to run. The state, whatever you run your business, is gonna still want you to pay that annual report fee. I had to learn this the hard way from being homeless, trying to run this business. If your landlord or the person that you rent your studio from kick you out right now, and because you're so busy trying to run deals to everybody, can you move in with your client that you cut a deal with? Knowing you were supposed to charge them $600, but you gave them a half price deal for $350 just to have some money in your pocket. Can you up right now, pack everything that you got, and go live with that client? Oh, I want to answer on this one. I want y'all to say something in the comments on this one. We got 3 people on TikTok. We got 1 person on Facebook, and we got 1 person on Twitch. Somebody better say something. Somebody say something. If I'm charging all my clients $75 for a shoot, am I overworking myself? Because I'm giving away 1,200 photos for the free just so I got clients. And your landlord is like, hey, you're not going to keep giving me $75 every 2 weeks and stuff like that. Either pay me my full money up front all at once, or you got to get out. Can you go live with your clients? Do you think your client's going to care that you didn't pay your bills? Your consumer's going to be like, well, I paid you for what I paid for, and I need what I want. That was the hardest lesson I had to learn was I did my cousin's wedding, right? The beautiful thing he told me was, don't give me no family discount, charge me what you're going to charge. And I didn't know what to charge him, but I charged him. Where I